The president, it turns out, did not spend any of his own money on his reelection campaign this year. Why would he when he's got your uncle on the hook, right? New filings that the Trump campaign is actually bragging about show that they've brought in over $200 million after the election in mostly small dollar fundraising, almost exclusively via the ginned up Trump didn't lose the election fake voter fraud stuff, right? This fake Trump election defense fund that they've used to beg for money from Trump supporters all over the country. There isn't actually a financial entity called the Trump Election Defense Fund. They've just used that as a branding mechanism. And when you give money thinking that you're giving it to the Trump Election Defense Fund, some of that money just goes to the Republican Party for whatever they want to use it for. But the bulk of it goes into something that they call a leadership PAC for Donald Trump. And a leadership PAC is definitely the best kind of PAC if you're this kind of president, because that money, again, more than $200 million raised and counting after the election, that money going into his leadership PAC, that's his money. That's his money now. That is money that he can literally spend on anything he wants. He can use it to just pay himself directly. He can just convert it into income. He can use it to pay for his living expenses, literally including food and travel and haircuts and stuff. This just becomes his bank account. This election fraud scam that they are running has turned out to be a way for Donald Trump to actually raise more money than when he was legitimately using donations to run for office. He's no longer running for office. He's now running to get you to give him money for his leadership PAC because that's now his money. He now gets to keep what he raises. What a better deal this is for him. I mean, back in 2016, he did actually spend some of his own money trying to get elected. He didn't spend as much as he said he was going to, but he did put some of his own money into his election effort in 2016. He spent none of his own money trying to get reelected in 2020. And we now know that by losing his reelection effort and running this scam where he claims he was robbed and he needs your help, by milking all this money out of his supporters with this claim, since the election, he has finally figured out perhaps the most direct way to monetize this life, to massively enrich himself through his purported career in politics. Financially, he's way better off losing and complaining than he would be by winning and actually having to govern for 4 more years. And, you know, if foreign adversaries benefit by America losing its faith and capacity for democracy from here on out because of him pushing these claims, well, what does he care? Do you have any idea how much money this scam is worth?